Good evening, good evening, good evening. Great, great. Here's our second day into 2021. Yes, we just want to thank the Lord this morning for bringing us through 2020, even during the pandemic. God did a lot of things for us, for me, however your prayer is going this morning. But in Isaiah 43, 16 through 19, he's already done that. So now we got to get together. He said, forget all of that. He said, now we need to get ready for what he has us ahead of us, in store for us. It's bigger and better than what he's already done. Sure, he blesses us all the time. So we just want to give him the praise, the honor, and the glory this morning, the second day of 2001. And we asking him to increase our territory, enlarge our territory, and come together in unity. That's what he's looking for. Even as business owners, we have to see that you can only do so much by yourself. We have the Lord in it with us. That's a great thing. But if we're going to deal with a large scale of people, we need to come together in unity. We need to collaborate ourselves. Like-minded people, that's one of my biggest goals. I go back in the beginning. This is just an introductory to what's about to start this month in the university. What we're doing is my first segment is about the transformation of the mind. And believe me, without doing that, you're just going to be spinning your wheels. If you don't believe that you can do a business, if you don't believe that you could be a business owner, if you don't have the tenacity to get out and make it happen with God's help, it will never happen. So your biggest failure that you have is not doing anything. Those type of things don't work. That don't work for me. I couldn't be a business person. You're right. You can't. That's your biggest failure. Failure to believe that God has put something in you, all of us, an equal amount of talents and skills that this body, see those blueprints on those 10 fingers right there? Nobody else have them, just me. And whatever they entail, I can only do it. Me, that's my blueprint. See, so we got to step up, get our blueprints together and go do the passion. Get into a passion. My passion is financial education. My passion is helping the less fortunate. My passion is to help the people to get themselves together to where they can be business owners. See, the pandemic causes problems in the working class people. You notice I said the working class people because, see, we work all our lives. I look back in my early days, chopping and picking cotton and living on a farm. I worked hard already. But I had in a mindset. We have to change our paradigm thinking because this is about transfer. The first segment, January through April, is going to be about the transformation of the mind. The transformation of the mind. Unless you change your mindset and turn it over to God so that he can lead and guide you in the way that he has programmed you to be. You understand that? So I have done that. 2020 was a great experience. I relied on other people. I listened to people talking about that stuff don't work. He's this, he's that. You know what I'm saying? But see, 2020 and before was a learning experience for me. I wouldn't even do this past 2020. Sit up and talk about what I know and what's in me. It don't matter what other people think about me or think that I know or how dynamic I am in certain areas or whatever. It don't matter. I am me. What God's going to use me for is me. It's not in you or anyone else. So don't let people be your dream killers, stealing your dreams. Don't collaborate with people that's not like-minded. See, I have a lot of friends. A lot of people know me. But see, they base their opinion on me. about me. But see, God has showed me it don't matter. It don't matter. Because what they're talking about, that's not for me. He's not trying to make me to be like nobody else. He make me to be me, because what he has for me to do, I'm the only one can do it. See, I'm the only one can do it. I am a person that cares about people. I am a person that's dedicated into what I believe is correct and right, even though it might not be. But see, I know God's going to show me where I need to be. It was hardship in some things that I went through, things that I accepted, things that I didn't do, that took me to a place to where, hey, I wished I'd have never went through. As far as my paradigm, my transformation in my mind is telling me that's where I was. But see, when I asked God to enlarge my territory, and I read Isaiah 16 through 19, Isaiah 43, 16 through 19, I did a paradigm shift in everything that's in my mind. I mean, from the minute to the maximum, and everything else God has in store for me that he's going to show me through my passion. See, our wealth is in our passion. It's in our passion. Our product might be okay, but our passion for business and helping other people to be successful, to build that like-minded culture, See, that's what the Black Wall Street in Tulsa, Oklahoma was about. It had a lot of like-minded people, even if they could only sweep the floor. Like-mindeds were there because they were unified and they had the same thing in mind. And they were making sure everyone that wanted to receive it could receive it. That's where I am today. Because see, I want to bring Wall Street back to Main Street based on you, your abilities, your talents, your skills, collaborating with other like-minded people and building a culture unlike any other. You remember 2 years ago, we stepped out of the norm. We stepped out of the norm. I did 100%. It don't matter what other people do. See, people control you because you are in the norm. They control you because you are in the norm. If you need money, what do? You go get your job. If you need more education, before you even ask God, a knowledge, you go spend all of your money in colleges, which is a business. When you get out of business, you're still where you started. No guarantees. I sold you a piece of paper that you paid for in whatever subject that you want. But see, the subject don't have these. The subject don't have God as your tutor. See, that's all you need. You got the skills, you got the talents, you got a passion for what you believe in, and that's all you need. See, this year I'm going to be passionate about your business. I want you to be passionate about your business. See, this is my 2021 momentum planner. I already started. It's my second day. So now I'm doing what it is that I have to do to promote the university throughout the rest of the year. It's already in place. It's just a matter of time that you want to get on and be a part of it. Get the book. My book is in Amazon now. You can get the book and go and sign up to be a part of this first year of Wealth Creator University that's going to be teaching you how to be a successful business person. Now, you can take what I teach and show you, give it to God, and get the increase. I'm not asking you to be like me, then I will become a norm. I'm asking you to create what's in you to be your roadmap to wealth. I'm just giving you the strategic things that it took me to get where I am now. I've tried I have so many friends, associates that was there with me for many, many, many years. They thought they were smarter than me. I taught you how to do things. Now you telling me, in a sense, without saying it, that, hey, it don't matter. What you're talking about is not the right way. That's not how to do it. Well, it is. I listened to it because, see, your friendship was more important to me than anything else that you were saying that was not true. See, I even had millionaires call themselves using me. See what I'm saying? And other things, I talked about that on the other video, so you can go back and look at that video. But what we're talking about today is getting ready for 2021. We had the pandemic. It was the first 10-year, next 10 years started in 2020. I was telling you about the first of this time, 2020, last year, that every 10 years, everything go about a change. Everything changes. See, but we change not. We're still depending on others to get to where we want to be. I don't have to be a Miles Monroe. I don't have to be a Les Brown, because what God is using them for, he's using them for. These are different. This is mine. This is my blueprint. So I'm using my blueprint to do the things that God had me to do. Just so happen, my passion is about financial education, financial empowerment, helping the less fortunate, showing the working class people that it ain't all about that. See, I want to help you to break off the chains of your finances. See, so be the one that break the generational curse of poverty off your family. So you got to do that. It's no other way around it. So we're going to do that. And if you're not changing in 2021 and you want to do the same thing you did in 2020, you're going to get the same results. The same results. See, get the book. Get the book. Amazon.com. Matter of fact, Amazon.com. And it's already out there on Facebook, YouTube, every place. You can get the information. You can go and purchase the book and sign up at the university for this year long. It's already in place. Been already formatted, and start. So get the book, get signed up, and let's go and make it happen here in 2021. I'm working hard to get LinkedIn. I've been doing a lot of things on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a good place. You know, everybody on LinkedIn is already business minded. I'm not trying to change that or the way you do business. All I'm doing is trying to get you to be a part of something always bigger than you, bigger than yourself. There's something bigger than me. But to get to that point, I got to go through me. See, if you don't do something, or if you don't change what you're doing, you would have the same results you got in 2020. So you only fail when you do nothing. See, there's no sense in talking about quitting, what you did 20 years ago or what you did 6 months ago. I tried that don't work. It's only for a certain, hey, it's not. It's not. The problem is you never start. I love the affirmation that Michael Jordan put out. You know, people fail because they never start. So many people won't start. Hey, if you enjoy working all your life, struggling all your life, and that's what you really want to be or do, I'm behind you 100% because that's your choice. But what I want people to do is to step out on faith. Believe what God said. Read in my book about the word seed. The word seed will lead and direct your whole path. I'm learning every single day. I seen a student of mine from 30 years ago. I sat and listened to him this morning on the Zoom in Nassau, Bahamas. In Elton, Illinois, I was going to college there. He was over on a college program from Nassau, Bahamas. I seen him doing great things on the Zoom. And he was saying things about your destiny, things I talked about during that time, your character, your passion, All of the things that I'm still talking about today. But see, 30 years ago, I didn't know that he grasped all that. And when I was sitting there listening to him, and when he was saying the things that I know that I was saying 30 years ago, I said, man, he was listening. Now he's a successful person in the Bahamas, ran for the president over there. And he talks about the things that didn't work for him, but he remembered one thing. I tried. Because the people didn't see the need for what I represented at the time, don't mean they don't still need it. Powerful, powerful. That's all in the transformation of the mind. Now he had a Zoom full of people. And guess what? Out of the blue, he didn't even know I was on. I just happened to be going through my things that come through on social media, and he was there doing it right then. So I chimed in and was just listening. He said, yeah. He said, my mentor, I met in college some 30 years ago, told me this. I said, wow, don't say Edward Townsend. And he said, his name is Edward Townsend. I said, man, see, you have influence on a lot of people. Every cause has an effect. You do things that affect so many other people that's receiving. See, everybody's not going to receive what you're saying. Everybody is not going to collaborate with you and try to make things happen. You might try to do things by yourself. I've done that. I've tried to build successful business by myself. Matter of fact, I went through about 20-something businesses. No success. See, but when I put the Lord into what I'm doing and start taking the word seed and building that roadmap to success and having faith that what I was doing was right, believe me, I haven't had a job in that 30 years. Matter of fact, the job I had after college was the last job I had pretty close to 30, 35 years ago. But I stepped out on faith and I stuck with my beliefs and my passion. That's where I am today because of what I did then. It's not too late for anybody to do anything they want to do. I'm just asking you to get on board with us and unify with us so that we can do bigger and better things. It's all in the book. It's going to all be in the training. So get that book and get registered and be a part. I think it's around January the 16th or the 19th. I don't have it in front of me right now, but it's going to start this month. This is just the intro to what's about to take place this month. From January to April 15th is the first quarter. It's the first quarter, starting into the second quarter, that we're getting started. Get on board. See, change is a constant thing. You know, your physical body changed on a minute by minute, day by day, month by month, year by year basis. So embrace that. Not only physically change, but change in what you're doing. Your business startup, momentum, stability, all the whole growth of a company is right there in front of me. You're going to have to, in front of you, you're going to have to change to do each one of them. So let's start here. Let's change our mindset. Some people say change the paradigm, whatever. But you got to get in your mind, this is what my passion is. This is what I'm going to do. Whatever God did in my blueprints, we're going to make it happen in 2021. It's a big deal. I remember way back, man, way back in the 50s when I first got started. I was selling grit newspaper for 15 cents, selling the company 10 cents, and I keep 5. At that point, I knew something was different about me than everybody else. But see, I was, 8 or 9 years old. So I was still under my mother and father's tutelage. My dad was an entrepreneur. My mom was an entrepreneur. But at that time, I didn't know that. I didn't know what my destiny was. I didn't know what roadmap that I could take and get there. All I know is that I was a child and I was trying to sell this newspaper to make that nickel and get a prize every time a month. I get a prize every month. But I sent them 10 cents. I did the work, no different than today, so things never change. You know, you work for a company, you make $1 million for the company and they pay you pennies. And they condition you that that's what you need to do all the time when you need money. Then you put trust in man, you be a part of network marketing, which nothing is wrong, but don't get me wrong, nothing wrong with network marketing, nothing wrong with the words ML, they're just words. Those companies are great companies. Those are people that learn how to get you to be a wealth for them. See, we don't need to be caught up in those type of things unless it's an income producing asset to you, not your business. This is my business. It don't belong to anybody else. And I'm not going to do the things to my business partners that was done to me. It hurts. So I don't want to cause any hurt on anyone. I don't want to do usury because that's not of God. That's not godlike. And that's not going to be a part of me. That's why we're going to be successful, because we're going to use the word seed step by step to get things done. But it all starts here. We got to first change our mind to change our deficit. We got to change. Change is not a bad thing. If I put a seed in the ground and it never germinate and grow, there's no change. So I got no crop. See what I'm saying? So we got to change. We can't let this generational curse of the norm go through our family. Anything that's dealing with the norm, I do not deal with it. We live in a capitalistic society, and people are going to do and build and sell and do things with you that might not be in your best interest and make a lot of money. So you need to capitalize off of your talents and your skills, your dreams, your goals, and what God has put in that blueprint. He's there to guide you all the way. Deuteronomy 18 is my favorite scripture. My favorite one, Deuteronomy 8:18. He says, I give you the power. It is he who gives you the power to gain wealth. He's been giving it ever since our forefathers. But it's only so many of us that would take advantage of that. See, everybody don't take advantage of it. See, my money is worthless. Your money is worthless workbook topic. We're going to talk about the program, the principles, and the paradigms. We're going to do all of that. It starts this month. Get the book and share this broadcast with your friends and family and everyone you know. Go to the website and get registered, and so you can increase that cash flow. Sure, we have other income producing assets we use to increase our cash flow. See, that's my pretty word, cash flow. Because see, it never said you can have cash flow, but it can only come from here. You can have cash flow, but it can only come from here. It's not like that. Cash flow was all the way back in the 50s when I made a nickel and sent them 10 cents. I had a nickel cash flow, an 8-year-old that was getting pennies. My parents would give me to go to the Rolling Stone, which was a bus that drove around through the country, sold candies and different things because there were no stores in our vicinity. See? So it's a long route from back in 1958, 57, when I was selling grid newspaper. So we're going to have to go back, trace our past, look at what it was that drove you, what your passion was. And let's change that mindset so that we can do things to make it better for everyone else. See, I'm looking for a like-minded culture of people. In the book and in the training throughout the course, we're going to have it broke down to you in detail. Don't have time to do all of it. I just want to give you an intro and encourage you to get the book, because we're going to get rid of the programming that's in you and the principles and the paradigms that it's been conditioned to do. It's look, we went to school because the program we went to college because the program that was set up was not set up by us. it was set up to someone else to be a wealth and income producing asset. And it's there. Everything we did was to encourage us to go to college. I've heard families and say, my kids are going to go to college if it kills me. In some cases, people will almost did. Nothing against education and knowledge, nothing at all. It's how you go about doing it. See, I paid for the degree. I got the degree. I stood in class. I did everything I was supposed to do to get the piece of paper. Now I got to go hire myself out to other people for a job and be a wealth through their company for their family. Still not starting mine because I was conditioned. I was stuck in the norm. Then when you graduate, they want you to go get a job. They conditioned me and everyone else so bad that every time I need money, I thought about a job. No, I went and got a job. I didn't think about it. I went and got a job. I needed more money. I got a second job. I never went to the point of killing myself to get a third job. And then you got people that got all types of, in the United States, we're more educated than any people walk on 2 feet. They got a degree. Well, I got a bachelor's. I'm going back and get me a master's, my PhD. Why? Because of the conditions and the norm. Now I can get a better job, so-called better job with higher pay. But they didn't tell us about the tax system, how that was going to affect us. So out of all we did, all the money we spent, when it all boiled back down because we didn't know the tax breaks, we didn't know anything about all of that. So basically everything that we gained, we gave back. Because we didn't have businesses. We didn't know, all we got was a standard. Whatever they were giving us as standard, a system and subsystem that hurt us. That's what the course is about. We're going to talk about all these things, everything that's holding you back. Just like the word said, restoring the things that we lost. Because we didn't use this, we didn't change, we didn't step out on our own, we didn't have a passion about something that we own and we control. We had passions about other things, but we were stuck in the norm because the norm was always standing in our face. This is the next level. You want to be able to do this. You see what I'm saying? It's normal. And I don't want my kids and grandkids, well, my grandkids and my great grandkids in my generation, your money is worthless. I'm just going to give you a little bit about what that means. If you don't put your money to work for you, the money you made or have is worthless. It won't grow. We want to put it to work. That's what we're going to do here in Houston WallStreet Movement. See, you want to get that like-minded culture of people? The sky's the limit to what you desire. Because money is what it takes to do it. Most people don't have enough to do all that they're dealing with every year, every day, on a daily basis. It's not enough. And if you're stuck in the network marketing companies, on the lies, on the usury, and believe that their company is your company, that's all conditioning. You're wasting your time. You learn a lot of stuff, but if you're not haven't changed your paradigm or changed your mindset, it will never work for you. You just got a high-paying job. Most people haven't made $100,000 a year. You get in a company that you make $100,000 in, hey, then that condition that you're in right then, that's a good thing. Because in the norm, people with a job, $20,000 to $40,000 a year, and for some people that's high. That's so-called good, but the sky's the limit, people. So let's change that paradigm. Get the book, Amazon.com, and get the book. The name of the book is Your Money is Worthless. Get it. And then go to the website and sign up for the classes. If you don't have the book, you can't enter the class. Not that it's a bad thing, but you need the book to go along and keep up. See, if you miss 3 sessions, if you got the book, you can backtrack. You can get the video. See, everything, every session, everything we do in every session that we go through is going to be recorded so you can catch up in your book, because there's a place to do notes. Questions will be answered on a special session basics. You know, you can email when you get on. When you get on my platforms here, go in, and if you want to say something, ask a question or something, sign in. That way you'll be able to, just like you do when you're on a Facebook lives. You know, people are commenting and everything, right? You can do that here. But if you want to do that, make sure you sign in to do that. That way I can see it and I can get your questions answered during the broadcast. But always victory, everybody. This is 2021. I thank God to be here today, to be able to say it. I'm excited. I don't know about you, but I am excited to be here in 2021. The pandemic took a lot of my relatives, took a lot of my friends that's not here today to hear me say that. But I thank God for the ones that are here. And that something I would say today will get you to be a part of what's about to take place here now. Ain't no doubt it's going to take place and going to happen. I don't deal in fear, doubt, and skepticism. My faith is too big to even look at those words. If I'm in the worst of the worst, my faith is still. People that really, really know me, my faith is real strong. I stick and I stay until the Lord moved me. See, when the Lord moved me, he put me in a better place because I was forgetting about myself. I was so caught up in the norm and believing in other men about their company and what they got going on for themselves, for their family, generational wealth, and so on and so forth, till I forgot about, hey, what about you? And I talked about it all throughout my career about business ownership. But see, it was going in one ear and coming out the other because I wasn't practicing it. I didn't put it in place. The conditioning that I was going through had me thinking their company was my company. Build your business. It's not my business. It's something I do to make money, but I didn't see it like that. All the flamboyant stuff and things that you did just wasted years and your time. But it's never too late in God's eyesight. He can make it happen overnight. So that's where my faith is. My faith is in God. That's why I'm living my life by the word. See, everything I desire and wanted to do, there's a word for that. So get back with me. My number is 501-944-5056. If you want to talk, see it right on the top of the screen up there, right above my head. If you want to talk, that's fine. If you want to email me, that's fine. Or just get signed up, go to Amazon, get your book, and get ready. That's why I like TD Jake said, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. Something big is about to go down. Be a part of something that's big. And I just wanted everyone to know, I appreciate your time. I appreciate you. I went a little bit over, but I appreciate your efforts. And above all, I'll see everybody at the top. Always victory. And I need that generally for everybody. Let's collaborate and unify ourselves and make that great explosion for 2021. God bless. Have a great day. All right.